It's very, very sunny, but I don't want to put my sunglasses on because then you won't be able to see me. So, unlike my mum. So, we're in Cyprus. We're actually in Limassol, which is the place that we're staying in, like the city. And we're on our way to a bakery. And we are gonna hopefully get some cakes. And then when I get back, we're gonna have a little taste test. But I thought I'd do it as a little vlog so that it's a bit more interesting. And I'm gonna show you a bit of the beach, because there's a beach literally at the end of this road. And it's a 8-minute walk from our house, or like my brother's house. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're also gonna do some other stuff today, but I thought this was the most like baking related, so that's what we're doing. But I'll just insert some clips on our walk of all the little pretty scenery, and we'll see you when we're at the bakery. Right, we are on our way back. Say hi, Mum. We're just going past the local metro, so if you are in Cyprus, because some of you may be watching this in Cyprus if you've come across my channel, we're just walking past the metro, and there's also a Lidl here, which is also weirdly surprising. But yeah, so we've got our cakes, and it was shockingly cheap. Like, I was very shocked. Once you see how much I got, it was literally €8.99. It was so cheap. And I bought so much. I got a little red velvet cake, which I expected like all of these things to be maybe like €20. But we got so many different things. And I think, let me know what you think of this one, but I'm thinking that we'll do another vlog on another day, and we'll walk there again. And they had a whole pastry section, so I thought I can do a pastry one, just like savoury items, and then this time we're doing sweet things. So I thought we could do one sweet, one savoury, so let me know what you think, and then we can always do another one, because there was so much, and like the fact that I spent €9 in order to make this video, it's not very much at all. So yeah, I was thinking I can always do another one. So let me know down below. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. We're concentrating to cross the road. But yeah, so if you haven't already, like and subscribe, hit the bell, and when we get back, it might be a little bit later in the day, depending on what we're doing this morning, if we're going for breakfast or not. But if we're not, then I will see you in a little while. Right, so we're back at the house now. I'm going to quickly show you what we got. I can't necessarily remember what everything is, and some of it didn't have like little signs, so we're just going to have to go for it and try it. So this is the bakery. It's called Sigma Bakery in Limassol, Cyprus. It's right on the beachfront, so if you are in Cyprus then you'll probably know where that is. But we got a box full of a few bits, and I also, so as you probably saw in there, there's like big cakes that you can buy, but you can also buy slices on the kind of like deli counter. So there's a counter where you can get little bits. So I got this little tray. You pick up a tray and then they put it in a bag. And then I got a box which was actual cakes from the cake counter. I think I've smushed him a little bit, but these look lovely. So we got a red velvet because, as some of you may know, it's one of my favourites. I love carrot cake, that's my number one. I tried to have it the other day at a restaurant, but they ran out. So we're going for red velvet because it's my second favourite. Then we have this little fruit tart. It just said tart. I couldn't read the rest of it because obviously it's not in English. Then we have a Russian cake. So any people living in Cyprus that might be Russian, you may know what this is. I believe I'm going to pronounce it wrong, but it was spelled S-T-A-S-K-A, Staska, I think they called it. It's a Russian cake. It's a very light sponge with a cream filling, and then it's got a chocolate coating on the outside. It looks amazing. I will move it onto the plate in a minute so that you can actually see the detail on it, but it looks really, really good. Then we got cheese brownie. Looks very interesting. I'm hoping that I like it. And then this is called a biscuitella, so I'm assuming it's like a Oreo covered in chocolate, basically, I'm assuming. Then we have, I've seen loads of people buying like trays and trays of these, so I thought I should probably try it. It's called a petit four, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's these little like fingers, and they've got different sprinkles on them. They all have different toppings. You can get ones with crushed nuts, you can get ones like this one where they have chocolate sprinkles on them. Then we got this, it's called a honey coated ring. I think it's more of a biscuit. And then, as I love jam donuts, I think this is a cherry jam donut, as far as I could gather. It's got loads and loads of dusting on the top, which we love. So we're gonna give all this a go. So I'm gonna start with the smaller bits just because it's easy, and then we'll move on to the bigger cakes. I am desperate to try this brownie. I'm gonna cut stuff so that if I don't like it, I can give it to my family. So I'm gonna cut a little sliver off of here. That's what it looks like. I don't know, it doesn't smell very cheesy. That's gorgeous. It's not very cheesy at all. That's lovely. I'm gonna save a bit of all of these because I think it'll be interesting to see what my family think of them. That is lovely. It's really, really creamy. We thought that it was going to be cream cheese when we saw it, that's why we got it, but it doesn't taste cheesy at all. The top is just like a mousse, so I'm not quite sure on that one as to what it is. It just says that it's a cheese brownie on the back of it. Or maybe it was the wrong, maybe it was signed up wrong, maybe, because it says brownie mitaipi. Don't know what that means. Unfortunately, I do not know the language. Right, we are going to cut a little bit of this coated biscuit, the biscuitella. I'm going to try and get both of the chocolates in it. Ooh, this looks like a brownie as well. Oh, I love a brownie, so this is perfect. So, it looks like it's got biscuit either side and then brownie in the middle. So, let's have a little taster of this. That's also lovely. I'm loving all of these so far. That tastes more like a cake. The middle isn't chocolate. I thought maybe it was brownie, but it's more of a fruit cake. So I think it's biscuit, and then it's got fruit cake in the middle. And I don't normally like fruit cake, but that's not overly like bitter. And then it's covered in white and dark chocolate. Again, lovely. Hopefully everything follows suit because these are all pretty good so far. We are going to give a go to these two. They're slightly different in size, both on the same counter. So, I don't know what they're filled with. This one was the vanilla one with the, I think they called it multicoloured sprinkles, but it's like hundreds and thousands. So I'm not quite sure what it's filled with. We'll give it a go. So I'm assuming I take from the sprinkle end. No wonder people are buying trays of these, they're lovely. So, you can't really see the filling, but it's like a mix between a biscuit and a cake. It's a crunchy biscuit, like it's hard, but then when you bite into it, it's nice and soft, like it doesn't snap. But it's like a jam filling. I think it's a bit, it's not marmalade. Is it marmalade? The fruit jam, where it's like a peach or an orange. It's something like that. It's definitely not like a strawberry or anything like that. It's orangey. I don't know if you can see, but that's lovely. I like that. God, I'm gonna be going back there and buying so much more. So we're gonna give this one a go. These sprinkles look they look like they're gonna be really, what's the word? Rich. That's what I'm going for. So let's give it a go. Also nice. I prefer the other one just because this is more of a biscuit to me, because it's not it's quite savoury because it's vanilla, whereas this one is obviously more rich because it's chocolate. The actual biscuit doesn't really taste of much. The same with this one. The biscuit isn't what's got the flavour, it's the filling, but because it's got a chocolate filling, it's more rich, but it's not overly rich. Like, it's not like eating a chocolate cake, but it's definitely noticeably different to the vanilla one. But I love the jam in this. Don't know what flavour it is. Like I say, I think it's like a marmalade, but it's really, really nice. I'm probably going to have to get like a plate of these for the family or something. Right, I think we're going to go on to this. We had some donuts yesterday and they were gorgeous. So you can see where the jam's gone in, which is always a good sign. And we have a lovely dusted top. Gorgeous. We had ring donuts yesterday and they were really, really nice. That is like perfect. Such a good bakery. I need this like round the corner for me. That is lovely. So it's perfectly filled. That's the only thing about ones in like Tesco's and Asda and all of those like supermarkets, is they're so rushed to be filled because they're not, it's not a bakery, it's a supermarket. So you find that when you bite into it, sometimes you're searching for the jam because it's so randomly placed, but this, it's like perfectly in the center and it's well filled as well. Love it. That is lovely. Also, it's cherry. I've never had cherry. I'm assuming it's red cherry by the are there black cherries? For some reason I thought that cherry could be like black or purple, so maybe there are black cherries, but yeah, this is red cherry and yeah, it's lovely. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this one. It is salt on the top, I think, or maybe, no, it's sugar actually, and it's covered in honey. I'm not that big of a fan of honey, but I wanted to try it because it looked really nice. So it's a little ring and it's like a biscuit. So it's nice. It's not bad. Not my favourite, but that's more because it isn't that flavoursome. It tastes of honey, but it's a biscuit. So, but I really like the jam in the other ones because I think for this to be a biscuit with the jam, it really adds extra, whereas this just tastes like a biscuit. For some reason it gives me it's shortbready. Yeah, I think it's shortbread. It was by some shortbread, so that might make sense, but yeah, it gives me shortbread vibes, which is why I think it's maybe not that flavoursome, because shortbread, it typically tastes of shortbread. It's not meant to taste of anything else. Right, we're going to try this little tart because this looks adorable. I think I might have to take a photo of this before we go any further, because otherwise I'm going to eat it and it's going to be ruined. So BRB. Right, we're back. So I got a little photo of the little tart and it looks so cute. Right, I think I don't want to eat this all in one go, because even though it is small, I don't want it to be gone that quickly. So I'm going to cut it in half. That was probably easier said than done. There we go. It's very soft and delicate. So it has a cream filling. I'm not sure, I think that's peach. I know it's got strawberry in it, but I think the other bit is peach. Yeah, so it's got strawberry and peach on it, which is going to be lovely. And then you've got all the pastry around the outside. Mmm. That is gorgeous. It just melts in your mouth. That is lovely. Right, success. Right, now we're working up to the biggest item. We're going to go for the red velvet next, because absolute fave. And then lastly, we're going to go with the Russian cake. One, because we're in Cyprus, so I feel like we should finish with the biggest item and the most Russian, kind of, I would say, like traditional. I think all of these are semi-traditional, but this one looks the most traditional. And also a lot of Russian people live in Cyprus. So, I mean, my sister-in-law is Russian, but yeah, it seems the best to finish on. Whereas red velvet is, you can get that in England. I just like it, so that's why I ordered that. Right, I've cut it in half, and then I've got a little fork. So we're just gonna dig down. I don't know what buttercream or like filling it's got. I'm dropping it everywhere. I think it's cream cheese. I think that's cream cheese. It's really nice. Yeah, I think it is cream cheese. Oh, this is going everywhere. It's got crumbs on the top. It's more of like a cake jar. Yeah, it is. It's more of a cake jar. They have cake jars here, where it's all crumbs, because even the middle layers are all crumbs, and then you put the frosting in between. That is gorgeous. Right, I need to clean up this mess that I've just made. Crumbs everywhere. Right, now I need to make a little space on this plate so I can move this guy. Actually, no, I can dismantle the box. Here we go. So this is what it looks like. So you can see it's got like a crumb outside. It looks like, obviously it got smushed when we put it in the box, but it had like a little mushroom on the top. It was really cute. Right, I'm gonna cut some of this off, because I have a feeling that my family might want to try it as well, especially because it's Russian. Never know. We'll have to see if my sister-in-law knows what cake this is, because I obviously have no idea. But I'm going to just cut a little triangle off the side so that we have a reasonable amount to try. I also want to eat this thing on top. I don't know what it is, but the top of the mushroom. It's like a little biscuit. I don't know what it is, but it tastes nice. So I've cut a little bit off the side there, because if I don't like it, I don't want to cut too much off and then no one else can eat the rest. So it's got cream in the middle. It doesn't really smell of anything. Yeah, it's just a fresh cream filling. It's nice. I wouldn't choose it necessarily, just because I like things to have a bit more flavour. Even things like vanilla cake, I personally don't choose it because I want things with a bit more flavour. But it's lovely, and the sponge is really nice and airy. It's all really fluffy. It's gorgeous. I feel like you couldn't have it multiple layers. It's 3 layers high, but they're very thin layers. I feel like you couldn't have it really tall because the sponge is so fluffy that I don't think it would take the weight. Right, and then the outside, which I didn't actually get a bit of before, I think is like a cocoa powder chocolate sprinkle outside. It's better with the outside. That is really nice. And then we have a little Sigma little chocolate plaque. Yeah, that's all lovely. I think my favourite is probably this little finger. I love that thing. The jam donut. And this little tart. The little tart was really, really nice. It just melted in your mouth. That was everything. I wanted to do a taste test. I'm not going to eat the whole thing, obviously, because we're going to go out for lunch, I think. But I wanted to at least try everything, and then I can save the rest for later. But they were all gorgeous. I think the only one that I wouldn't have again, two actually, is probably the chocolate finger, just because personal preference. It was nice, but I didn't prefer the flavour. I prefer the vanilla one, and also the honey ring, just because I'm not a big fan of shortbread in general. I didn't realise it was shortbread, but it makes sense now because it was right by all the shortbread. But yeah, that's the only thing that I probably wouldn't have again, but they were all lovely. So I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see another one of these, please let me know, because I plan to do a savoury one with all the like sausage rolls and stuff. Obviously vegetarian, but yeah, try as much vegetarian things as I can. So let me know if you want to see that. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And if you want to see more Cyprus stuff, I haven't really been posting it on my baking Instagram, but feel free to go and follow my personal one. It's Amy Victoria page. I'm posting a lot on my stories as to what I'm doing. So if you're just curious as to what we're doing, what I'm getting up to, then go and follow that, and then you can see what I'm up to. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!